King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, King of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Just a little side note, if you're at a party this week and you're drinking heavily, or you go out with your friends, or somebody you know has been drinking heavily, don't let them drive. I feel like that'll end pretty bad. I mean, you shouldn't do it anyway. Not only shouldn't you, you can go to prison for that, or you could kill somebody. But this week, I'm definitely feeling like that's a huge message. So keep an eye on your friends and hide your keys when you're drinking. But that message aside, we have 3 kings here and 1 queen. Well, there's 2 queens, but on the board, there's only 1 queen. There's some messages. There's something that needs to be said that's not being said. And I feel like it has to do with this queen, and she's the only queen on the board. We have a King of Cups. We have a King of Pentacles. And we have a King of Wands. So, and with this 9 of Cups, this can be arrogance. This can be smug. And with the star can be, getting attention from a lot of people. So, I feel like this queen has something she needs to say, something she needs to get off her chest. This King of Cups is her counterpart, so, this could be her husband or her committed boyfriend, I should say. That I feel like he's the one that she needs to open up her mouth to and say something to. If she's got 2 other kings on the side, or, 1 other king on the side, at least, then something needs to be said. So let's clarify. What's this 8 of Wands here for? So we have 10 of Swords reversed, 3 of Cups reversed. So yeah, I just feel like this queen has somebody on the side, at least one other person's on the side, and she's not telling this person because she doesn't want him to find out, or she doesn't want him to leave her. I guess we'll find out if the Ace of Swords is in the upright, so I feel like he's going to find out. The truth will come out. Tell me about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here for Gemini? Clarify the King of Cups. Ooh. Some interesting developments. So Knight of Wands came out for this King of Cups. So I don't know if this king is feeling like this queen is, the in and out person is the player, or if this king is actually the player. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here for Gemini? Oops. Ace of Cups. So somebody's got new love here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Somebody's feeling smug about new love. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. So somebody's feeling smug about having new love, but not only having new love, having many options. Somebody is feeling like they're God's gift to women almost, or God's gift to men. Like they're such a prize almost. Like, you're not. You're really not. Tell me about the star. Why is the star here for Gemini? Four of Coins. So somebody's holding on to hope here. Possibly this queen. Maybe hoping that whoever this player is, whether that be the king or the queen, I guess we'll find out when I clarify the queen. Whoever the other person is holding on to hope that this other person will change their ways, but I think we all know how the saying goes, once a cheater, always a cheater. I mean, I'm not saying that this person cheated, but this person probably cheated. They're a player. They're feeling smug about all these options and all this new love. Yeah, we got third party and betrayal, and somebody's not opening up about that. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Let's see why the Queen of Cups is here. Nine of Wands. Okay, so interesting developments. So this king is definitely the player now. And this queen is the one that's holding on to hope, hoping that this king will give up his player ways to, be more committed to her. But why are there two other kings here? Tell me about the King of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this king could be very abundant in his job. Or this king could be telling this queen that he's committed to her, but once he's around other ladies, or if he goes online, maybe he's on dating sites, he's pretending to be single. And if that's not the case, then this is a very abundant king, and he probably uses, that's probably where he gets his arrogance from, like thinking that he's God's gift to women. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. What's this truth? What's this truth? That landed like perfectly on there. It's the Knight of Swords. Somebody's going to come in and communicate very swiftly to this queen about this bullshit that's happening right under her nose. That she is kind of, I don't mean to be rude, but it is happening right in front of your face, sweetheart. So sometimes you just got to call a spade a spade. But communication's coming in quickly, and I don't think it's going to be from who you want it to be. I think it's going to be one of the other escapades. Tell me about the King of Wands. And this King of Wands is pointing right up at this arrogance. So we got the Chariot, could be dealing with the Cancer, and the Knight of Coins. So, with the World at the bottom of the deck. So, this king's ready to put the kibosh on this. Wanting to wrap up this cycle, wanting to have victory, but wanting to have victory with his actions and his arrogance, wanting new love, like not wanting to have victory with this queen, wanting to just be a dog. Honestly. Like, this king's pointing right up at the arrogance, at all this nasty behavior, at this, like, smug, like, you're nobody's gift, man. I'm gonna just say that. You're nobody's gift. So, Gemini, let me see where we should be directing our energy for the next week. Probably away from this guy. Final advice for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Final advice for Gemini. Ooh, that one came out weird. So we have the Lord. This came up for somebody else. I think it was Taurus, but theirs was reversed. So this one is skill, dedication, and vitality. So I feel like where you should be directing your energy right now is possibly on like hobbies or your job, which is probably why this King of Pentacles came out. Maybe this is your energy if you're the Queen of Cups. So where you should be directing your energy this week is, you know, being abundant and being, you know, fertile and, you know, being a single, well, if you want to stay with this person, that's your choice. But I feel like you should be taking on the Nine of Coins energy, but also being a boss-ass lady. You do have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so this King of Pentacles energy could actually be your energy that, you know, you're just working on being a stable, like being your own rock, since this king wants to go off and be a player. Whether you decide to stay with them or not, I don't know, I'm just saying it how it comes out. There's something that's about to come out. Somebody is going to tell you the truth. Probably won't be this king. Probably will be one of his side bitches. Just saying. And you probably knew about this. You have Queen of Cups and the Star could be dealing with an Aquarius. Bottom of the deck you have the Empress. That's that's Taurus or Libra energy. Let me look at this real quick. I'm gonna flip it around. Alright, so I feel like there's some kind of lesson that is kind of repeating in your life right now for you, and you're really fighting it. Like, it's like the answer's there for you. Like, the solution is there for you, but you're not seeing it. I don't know if you're choosing not to or if you just really don't understand it. But it's definitely being shown to you, and it's kind of up to you whether you're going to heed that message or if you're going to keep ignoring it. Tell me about strength. Why is strength here for Gemini? Clarify strength for Gemini, please. So you have Queen of Wands and Justice could be dealing with a Libra. You have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Feel like possibly you're being tempted by somebody. This could be somebody that you wanted in the past but are no longer resonating with. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here? Clarify the Three of Wands for Gemini, please. Oops. Four of Cups. So this most definitely could have been somebody from your past that at one point you wanted, but you're no longer, like, you're bored with that offer now. Now that it's finally, it's kind of like you only wanted it just because you couldn't have it. Now that it's yours, you don't want it anymore. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands for Gemini, please. So you have Four of Wands, the Magician, Ace of Swords, and Temperance. So you manifested this to come into your life, but now that it's finally coming into fruition, you don't want it anymore. You're fighting against it. It could have been somebody that you've been with before, because Temperance can be reconciliation. It's somebody that you definitely at one point saw yourself having a stability in marriage with, especially with the Hierophant being here. But now that it's coming back around, you don't want it anymore. Tell me about the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant for Gemini, please. Seven of Cups. So definitely a little bit of confusion possibly, but I feel like it's more like you're ready, you just want to go explore your options before you possibly jump into this, or you're just not even interested in this. You realize that you have options now. Now that you have options, this doesn't really strike your fancy, I guess, anymore. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands for Gemini, please. King of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So this person's ready to work with you now. I mean, we do have the King and the Queen of Wands. So that is a court couple. This could be somebody from your past or somebody that you were married to. But we do have a Queen of Cups in the picture. So you could have possibly moved on with somebody else. And now that you've moved on with somebody else, this queen wants to come back in and start tempting you. And now that you've seen that things can be better with somebody else, you don't really want this anymore. You kind of realize that this wasn't right for you per se. Or it's just not what you want at this time. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Why is the Five of Swords here? It's a lot, but it was Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords. So this person probably hurt you in the past, or you were probably dealing with a third-party situation. Possibly initiated by this queen. Or it could have even been initiated by you because you are holding the Three of Pentacles here. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Clarify the Five of Swords for Gemini, please. Oh my goodness. Flew halfway across it. Page of Swords. You could be spying on this person, they could be spying on you, but I feel like this is more like now the communication is going to start coming in now that you have moved on. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here for Gemini? Six of Cups, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords. The Empress again at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with somebody who's pregnant with the two Empress cards and the Six of Cups. You got a choice here. Do you go with the person that you truly love? Or do you go with the person who truly loves you? Tell me about the Star. I feel like both of them are soulmates, though. Queen of Swords. So now we got a third queen. Could very well be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. But we have the Tower. As soon as that third queen comes up, here comes the Tower. So you got three choices here. Even if you're a female, you could just be dealing with three gentlemen in feminine energy. But with the Five of Wands, it's competition. That's jealousy, envy. So you got possibly three people competing right now, and it's kind of up to you what you want to choose. All three of them, I feel like, are gonna... Oh, I'm sorry, Marley. Are gonna bring different things to the table for you. And I don't know. I feel like you're kind of bored with some of the offers. Five of Cups underneath the Tower. And underneath that is judgment. So there's a little bit of regret. You're holding on to something petty. But it's time for this to come back around. Whatever it is, whether you choose that person or not. So let me get you some final advice. See what shadow work you should be working on for the next week. Final advice for Gemini. Final advice for Gemini. You got 2. So we have Venus with cherub and mermaid with floating flowers. This is 14 and 37. So I'll read both of them. Divination message, love is true. The goddess of love is paying you a visit. This can mean only one thing. You have found or will soon find your true love. Happiness, contentment, commitment, and trust. All of the pieces are coming together to create a lasting romantic relationship. If you have already found your perfect partner, rejoice knowing what a blessing you have and look forward to attaining a deeper level of passion together. If you are single, keep your senses heightened and pay special attention to those around you. True love awaits, but if you wait too long for the perfect moment, it will pass you by. And then number 37. Divination message, you will soon be honored and recognized. Your accomplishments will soon be acknowledged. There is no need to be shy. You have earned the acclaim and deserve to be recognized. You may feel the need to question the rewards or the motives of those who seek to recognize you for what you have done, but do not worry. The attention is genuine. The esteem is sincere. You have accomplished a great deal in the past that was never recognized. This explains your reluctance to accept the goodwill of your well-wishers now, but now it is time to open yourself up to the praise and allow it to heal the part of you that has been neglected for so long. Embrace being a success, a hero, the award winner, without letting it embarrass you or go to your head. Well, maybe just a little. So you were probably kind of in like a dry spell for a while and nobody's coming at you, and all of a sudden you got, 3 different people coming at you. And it's time for you to just realize that this is coming to you because you deserve it, because you've done the work that needed to be done, but also really distinguish who the diamond in the rough is going to be in this. I mean, there's a needle in the haystack, I guess is more appropriate than diamond in the rough. There's somebody here that truly loves you. And like I was saying before, which one are you going to choose? The one that you truly love or the one who truly loves you? It's all, I guess, what feels more important to you is going to be the correct answer. But it looks like you got quite a bit of attention coming in after a little bit of a dry spell, Gemini. And the angels are telling you it's okay to accept the attention that's coming at you. But also it's time to really distinguish who the true love is. My ears are ringing right now.